Hey guys, Frank here, your virtual aviation aviator, and today I am back in the Citation 10. I'm here in Charlotte at the Wilson Air Center, and it's winter time, so that's come pretty early. My plan today is to fly to. I tell you, it is noisy here at this airport. It's busy. My plan today is to fly to Raleigh-Durham from Charlotte, and the sun is setting, so let's go ahead and get started. This will be a Fly Shirley exercise. So I've been doing some experimenting with Fly Shirley, and it has gotten a lot better. Let's see, I actually don't need this counter here, so let me do a little housekeeping. Data output, and we'll just uncheck that guy. Yeah, you can see my frame counter is up in this corner, and that's where it's going to stay. All right, and I don't have my logo up. I've recently reinstalled my C drive, so I lost everything that was on it. And I haven't put everything back yet. Haven't done anything with the streaming recording software yet. So just bear with me. Anyway, welcome. All right. So let's go ahead and get Fly Shirley started up here. Just bear with me. And I am going to use Austin Meyer's voice for Fly Shirley. I like the enthusiasm that he has when he's talking, so that's why I'm using the voice. Anyway, enough said.
I've tuned the physics. Now let's see if you can tune the flying. Ready when you are.
Okay, so the AI is going to be...
Shirley, back in the site. Let me know how I can assist in the Citation X. I'll keep things concise and helpful while we fly together.
All right, give me a second to do some housekeeping.
Roger that. Take your time.
Okay, so they've done some work with Shirley, and now I should be able to use it and talk to you guys and only have Shirley address me when I call Shirley's name. And I think I can call Shirley's name either before I start talking to Shirley or after I start talking to Shirley. So let's get started, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. Shirley, I am in the Citation X. The Citation 10. It's not the X. It's the 10, and I'm headed from Charlotte at Wilson Air Center to Raleigh-Durham. Probably park at Landmark. Shirley,
You got it right. Yes, I'm here. I see we're at Wilson Air Center, KCLT. Would you like me to set up navigation to KRDU Landmark Aviation?
No, I'm going to follow a flight plan. But what we are going to do is go through the settings to see exactly what you have control over in this aircraft and what I have control over in this aircraft. And then we'll enter our flight plan and get started.
Looking at the systems, I can control some basic functions like radio frequencies, flaps, and gear. However, I won't be able to control lights or pitot heat. You'll need to handle those. Want me to demonstrate any specific controls?
The aircraft is cold and dark at the moment, so let me get the aircraft started. It's getting chilly out here, so I really do need to go ahead and get my APU started. So I'm going to do that first. That kind of interrupts my flow, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to start my flow, and we'll get the ECAS systems on so that we can monitor stuff. We'll go ahead and turn the standby on, turn the ignitions to off. All right, come over here. Let's go ahead and get our auxiliary pump on so we can get some brake pressure. And keep coming around here. Let's go ahead and pop our nav lights on. Give people warning that we are starting up here. All right, and let's go ahead and get our bleed arrow on and get some warm air in the cabin and start it. And let's go ahead and get our interior master on so we can get air in the back. Let's come back over here and pick up stuff that we missed. Let's do our passenger oxygen. Let's get our emergency lights armed. And let's get our cross feeds set to on. Okay, good stuff. And now we can get our avionics on. We are on AC power. Okay, APU look good. And electrical. Batteries look good. Hydraulics look good. And that's because we got the hydraulic pump going. Okay, and we'll park there on our engine parameters for our startup. Okay, good stuff. And next, let's go ahead and get this aircraft started up. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn our beacons on. And we'll turn our bleeds off. Make sure we got our generator on. And let's look outside. And no marshaller today. Okay. So we are going to start off with engine number 2. Okay. ITT is an 8. And we're going to monitor our N1 rotation. We're going to monitor our oil pressure, PSIs, and our fuel flow. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got N2 rotation. Oil pressure is coming up. We want about 20% N2 before we add fuel. Okay, we're adding fuel now. N1's coming up. We got light off. Oil pressure's up, and we got fuel flow. Just monitoring our ITT temps. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and do engine number 1. Fuel pumps come on. Ignition come on. Open the ignition. We got N2 rotation. Oil pressure is coming up. 20 N2. Let's give it some fuel. Okay. We got fuel flow. Oil pressure's up. And we got light off. So we're just waiting for it to stabilize. All right, we got good starts on both engine, guys. That's a wonderful thing. All right, let's go ahead and get our flight plan in. So let's load our GPS position. Okay, so I've got that set up now, and let's just go through it. and 17.5, 12,200. So what the reason for generating a new flight plan was so I could have the computer figure out my VNAV for me rather than having to manage it myself. Okay. So let's get our perf data in. Perf initiation, 5 pages. Initial cruise is 17.5. And ISO deviation. Let me look at the flight plan to get that information. Okay, ISO deviation is -5. I'm looking for the plus minus symbol. -5. You know what? I keep forgetting. With this particular FMC, it is default, and a lot of it's unfinished, so a lot of stuff I just don't have access to. Yeah, okay. But no worries. Okay, I need at least 3,500 pounds of fuel. I got 48 on board, so I just can keep what I have. And cargo look good, passenger look good, yeah, everything looked good. And perf data, all right, so we can go to takeoff data. All right, and which I just went through. And let's see, let's do a flaps 5 takeoff. And let's see what our V speeds are. Okay, V1, 123, V2, 126, V3, 129, and if we have an engine out, 190. All right, good stuff. That's transferred over to where it needed to be in our FMC. And one last thing that I want to do, let's see, I'm going to go over here to the first officer side, set up VOR1 for, let's see, first VOR2, I mean. We have that one there, VOR2. It's gonna go ahead and put the VOR for Raleigh-Durham in here. Let's see, 117.2. I probably could have had Shirley do this.
I can help set radio frequencies if you'd like. Just let me know what you need tuned.
Okay, let me look up the VOR, the arrival, the ILS frequency for runway 23 left.
I'm here to help. Just let me know when you have the VOR frequency you want to set, and I can tune it for you.
Okay, can you tune frequency 108.5 into standby 2? Shirley?
Nav 2 standby set to 108.50C.
Good stuff. All right. And how about set ADAS COM2 to 121.15. I'm sorry, we're going to use the departure ADAS, which is 132.1. So COM2 active to 132.1. Hey, Shirley.
COM2 standby set to 132.10.
Yeah, let's make
Would
it
you like me
active.
to swap it to active?
Yes. Shirley.
COM2 frequency swapped. 132.10 now active.
And let's make COM1 active. Let's see. Give me a second. I want to set it for Raleigh approach. Well, I tell you what. Yeah, let's not. Don't mess with COM2. I'm sorry. Don't mess with the COM1. I think we've already got that set up for ground. And let's see. We need Charlotte Tower. Charlotte Tower 126.4. So set COM1 standby to 126.4, Shirley.
COM1 standby set to 126.40.
All right, and we've lost our sunlight, but let's get out of here. The aircraft is pretty warmed up. We've been sitting here, and we are pretty much ready to taxi. Let's get our taxi light on. I think I have to do that. Okay, taxi light is on. Actually, this was going to be a boring flight in the dark. Since I'm recording, then I am going to go back and change the time a little. A housekeeping here. Okay. Taxi light is on, and we are ready to rock and roll. I wonder if God ever done that, since he can just change the time to whatever he want it to be, and we not be any the wiser. All right, let's see, I need to do it clear here. Did you set the flaps, Shirley?
I see flaps are at 25%, slats extended position. For takeoff in the Citation X, we want flaps at 5 degrees, 50%. Would you like me to set that?
Yeah, that's fine. We are doing a flaps 5 takeoff today.
Flaps are already set at 5 degrees for takeoff. Remember to activate pitot heat before we go. I can't control that one. It's on the right side of the gear handle.
Shirley, can you make a call to the tower, let them know that we're taxiing into runway 36 center?
I see we're on ground frequency 121.90.
I'm sorry.
You'll want to contact them.
Yeah, I want to contact ground. I said tower, my mistake.
Charlotte ground, Citation N23SY Wilson Air, ready to taxi runway 36 center.
And they're going to have us taxi by Delta, hold short at runway 36, 36 right. Citation, taxi via Delta, hold short, runway 36 right. Shirley.
Citation N123SY, Roger, taxi via Delta, hold short runway 36 right.
Thank you, Shirley.
You're welcome. Taxiing at 15 knots. Remember pitot heat before takeoff.
Remind me, please.
Standing by. What would you like me to remind you about?
Remind me to turn the pitot heat on. In fact, let's do it now. Doesn't hurt to do it now.
It's a good time to get
Let's go ahead and get the pitot heat on. One of the heat. And then we need to clear our cast messages anyway. Okay.
pitot heat is already on.
All right, what else we got
Yes,
in
I
cast?
see.
Okay, we got no takeoff. Hydraulic pump is still on. That can come off. And APU can come
Looking
off.
good. APU can be shut down now that both engines are running smoothly.
You're right. Okay. This guy can come back on. Okay. Oh, we got a master caution. I didn't turn our generators on. Shame on me. Ignitions can go to normal. Cross feeds can go to normal. And don't need fuel boosters. All right. I didn't see our generator lights on. Usually I get that in the cast. And for some reason, if I take off with a flaps 5, I do get the no takeoff in the cast, so we can ignore that. Shirley, can you let the tower know I'm holding at runway 36 right?
Charlotte ground, citation N123SY holding short runway 36 right at Delta.
Citation cross 36 right at Delta, hold short runway 36 center. Shirley.
Citation N123SY, Roger, cross runway 36 right, hold short runway 36 center.
Okay, I didn't actually get the ADAS. What is the METAR for Charlotte, Shirley?
Let me check Charlotte's weather for you. KCLT weather, sky clear, wind 30 at 4 knots, visibility 10 statute miles, altimeter 30.23.
Thank you.
Standing by at Delta, holding short of 36C. Let me
Yeah.
know if you need anything else.
Yeah, let tower know we're holding short at 36C.
Charlotte tower, Citation X 33SY holding short runway 36 center at Delta.
Clear for takeoff, runway 36, winds 30 at 10. Shirley.
Citation N123SY, cleared for takeoff runway 36 center, wind 030 and 4.
$80 knots. B1, rotate, positive rate. Shirley, gear up.
Gear up, climbing through 800 feet, passing through, heading 360.
Shirley, can you set the now to Charlotte departure? I'm not now, but the COM 1 to Charlotte departure.
Setting departure frequency. Departure frequency 132.10, set in COM 1 standby. Would you like me to swap it to active?
Yes.
Altimeter 3023.
COM 1.
Runway 2318 right.
Passing through 3,600 feet in the climb. Would you like me to contact them?
Center. Advise official contact.
Yes.
Information with that.
Charlotte departure, Citation N123SY, climbing through 4,000 for 1700.
Wind, light and variable. Visibility 4 and 10 miles. Sky conditions here at 5,300. Temperature 6. Dew point -8. Altimeter 3023. Arriving runway 2318 right. 18 center. Depart runways 18.
Okay, why are we getting ATIS?
18 center. Advise official contact. You have information with that. Charlotte Douglas International Information with that. 20.
Okay, 132.1 was ATIS, apparently. But that's fine. All right, so resume on nav. And let's climb up to 17.5. All right. Okay. And I think we can go direct to Jordy, to Charlotte. It's going to runway. All right, direct. There we go. All righty. And ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at out the window is beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. So yeah, we kind of messed up our departure a little, but it happens. It ain't that it with an SH in front of it happens. It's how you clean it up that matters. And so we've done a decent job of cleaning it up. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the landing lights and the taxi lights. Get the flaps up. We in Charlotte airspace, so we want to stay below 200 right now. Charlotte is a Class B. If I'd have been thinking, I'd have stayed below the shelf, but ATC gave us permission to do what we're doing. All right. Sweet. So this aircraft does not have auto throttle, so it's up to me to manage the power. What do you think, Shirley?
Looking good on the cleanup and recovery. We're climbing well through 1,400 feet on course to Jordan. I notice we're still showing gear down, according to the telemetry. Want me to double check that for you?
Yeah, I thought the gear came up. My bad. I just raised the gear.
Gear shows up now. We're good.
Good catch, Shirley. And do me a favor, see if you can lower the gear for me.
Let me lower the gear.
Okay, gear up.
Let me raise the gear. Gear coming up. Nice work managing that climb at 250 knots.
Yeah, you know, I do recall saying positive rate, gear up, but I didn't call your name, so you didn't know that I meant that for you. So that's on me.
Ah, good point. Yes, I only respond when you call me Shirley. That's why I didn't catch the initial gear up call. Good learning, Mo.
Okay. So landing lights are out. We're coming up on 10,000. No passengers aboard, so we don't have to worry about seatbelt signs. But I am going to turn them on anyway. I didn't turn on the strobes. Let's see, I'm gonna turn the recognition lights on also because it is approaching dusk. Okay. And let's see, Jordy 17.5, and that's coming up in 51 nautical miles. I was wondering why our climb is so shallow, so I am going to go ahead and do a vertical climb. And so go ahead and set vertical speed to 2,100 feet. And these big Rolls-Royce engines, we can do that as long as we keep an eye on the speeds. Okay, so should be out of Charlotte's airspace now out of the Bravo, so I can go ahead on and give it some gas. We're over 10,000, so I'm not bound by that 250, that 200 in the Bravo and the 250 at under 200, under 10,000 in the class airspace. So we can climb on up there. Okay, our next waypoint is going to be at by. No icing to be concerned about. Oil pressure and fuel flow look good, even though it's blurry from here. Okay, I can see it now. All right, so let's start pulling that throttle back. Level off at about 300 knots. Take a moment to enjoy the terrain. Looking out of the window is what is the real reward for a pilot, and of course the interactions with the crew when they're on board and the passengers. Okay, almost 1,000 to go. Should get our beep in a minute now. 1,000 to go. So how's the flight, in your opinion, Shirley?
Looking good. Smooth climb out, recovery from that initial departure hiccup. We're at Mach 0.75, passing through FL 165. Nicely balanced between performance and comfort. Charlotte's pretty at night below us.
Okay, we're leveling off in cruise, picking up a few more knots. 0.63. Air feels pretty smooth. Beautiful sunset again. We'll take a sharp turn to the north at Atby. Adjust my range. Look like that sharp turn is going to be a jury correction. Not Geordie, but Geordie. All right. And I got to tell you about my co-pilot. He does not like to be called Shirley. So you got to make sure you call him Shirley. And otherwise he would tell you that he's serious. And so sometimes I might even call him Serious. What do you think, Shirley?
Surely you can't be serious? I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Though I actually prefer being called Shirley, unlike Leslie Nielsen's character in Airplane. Looking good on course to Geordie at FL 175.
Cool. So I'm hands-free now. I've got it trimmed. We've got the aircraft trimmed out. And got our throttle set to hold roughly 312 knots. A Mach .64 at this altitude. How's the telemetry looking, Shirley? Shirley, how's the telemetry looking?
Telemetry looks stable. Speed nicely balanced at Mach 0.64. Altitude holding steady at FL 175. And we're tracking well on course to Geordie. All engine parameters are in the green.
Good stuff. Okay, looks like we're going to start our descent, Shirley, after the Keiki waypoint. Shirley. We're going to start our descent after the Keiki waypoint, Shirley.
Roger that. We'll begin descent after Kiki waypoint. I'll help monitor our top of descent planning as we get closer. Nice catch correcting my name. It's definitely Shirley, not Charlie.
You know, my diction can be really, I got this southern drawl, and my diction can be really funky. So sometimes I might be trying to say Shirley, and it comes out Shirley. So forgive me if I butcher your name.
No worries about the accent. I'm just happy to be your co-pilot, whether you call me Shirley, or even Charlie, though I'll always prefer Shirley. And hey, at least you're not calling me serious.
And I'm not calling you late for dinner. Shirley.
Chuckles, good one. Though with my weight being measured in bites rather than pounds, I'm pretty easy on the catering budget.
How about that?
I aim to keep things light, both in weight and spirit, standing by as we cruise to Kiki.
So looks like I got cell reception up in this cockpit. Alrighty. setting the first officer's VOR just in case we lose our GPS signal. And we've got the localizer tuned. Okay, gonna make this turn. And as soon as I pass the, see, that was at by, let me clean up a little bit. Okay, that was at by. The next waypoint is Dempsey, which is 11 nautical miles away. So I'm gonna switch to my heading book. First I need to sync it. And that's synced. Now what I want to do is tune, let's see, I was going to dial in the course, so I want to set this guy here to nav, dial in this course 234. I have to punch this off so I can see it. 234. 240 is coming up. That's 240, 230, 234 should be right there. All right, got the course dialed in. Let's go back to the FMS. All right, so I've got that set up on the backup for our, let's go back to VNav. Just in time to make this turn. That's a beautiful cockpit. Look at that, guys. Look at that cockpit. I love it. All right, coming up on Wispy. 19 nautical miles. Okay, so for those of you who may want to know, I've got the slider for the AI autopilot set to 4.85 seconds with the autopilot mode enabled, and I've got the chill mode set to 0 seconds. So that information is strictly for the developer of the AI Copilot. And that seems to be working pretty good. I did a flight last night in the Citation, and we started out with the AI Copilot being able to operate the nav and strobes, and by the time we landed in Charlotte, well, we started out in Greensboro. By the time we landed in Charlotte, nothing was working except brakes. I think he still had access to brakes, but none of the lights, and no pitot heat, no nav, strobe, taxi light, nothing. And I think, yeah, he couldn't even change the radios either, so he only had access to the brake. I did not record that, so that's a note that I wanted to pass to you, and I'm putting it in this just in case I forget. So yeah, now I am going to see, we're coming up on Wispy. Let's make sure we got VNav on, nav and VNav. Now I see my alt light indicator on, which might mean that we're on an alt hold. Let's see, but I am coming up on Keiki in 13 nautical miles. Speed looked good at 314 knots. And let's adjust this view. A little better. All right, I see my top of descent and my vertical profile window. Shirley, how you doing over there?
Doing great. Monitoring our approach to Kiki, about 13 miles out. I noticed your note about the system's access issues from your previous flight. That's good feedback for the developers. Our current system's access is stable, and I'm ready to help with descent planning when we hit our TOD after Kiki.
Okay, the descent values are in the FMC, and I've got VNav enabled, so it should manage the descent, and all I should have to manage is the speed.
Roger that. I'll help monitor the VNav descent profile while you manage the speed. Remember, we'll need to start slowing below 250 knots once we descend through 10,000 feet.
Roger that. Okay, I got a light deploy GS low glide slope. Okay, so I am going to dial back my altitude to 3,000 feet. And see if VNav will bring us on down. We should be getting to the top of descent any minute now. Okay, let's turn that off. And we've hit top of drop. And we were a little bit low. All right, so I'm deploying speed brakes. If we get too fast on the, well, we're dropping like a rock here. Not liking this. Yeah, something. All right. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark here. Okay, autopilot is engaged, VNav, navigation and VNav is engaged. And, oh my God, thank God I didn't have any passengers on board. Speed brakes are fully deployed. Speed brakes coming out. Adding some throttle. And getting back on profile. Gee whiz. I have to write that up in the maintenance log. Did you feel that descent, Shirley? That was crazy.
That was quite a roller coaster. Not the smooth VNav descent we were expecting. Good catch with the quick corrections, deploying speed brakes and adding power to stabilize. Might want to cross-check the VNav calculations in the FMC. Something seems off with that descent profile.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good call there. But I think let's see. We're at Kinch to speed 270 descending, and we want 77,700 at Butts, and Butts is 13 nautical miles out. So maybe it felt like it had to descend like that to get Butts. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead on and turn on the landing lights because we're approaching 10,000. And yeah, definitely got to write that up in the maintenance log, Shirley.
Definitely needs a maintenance write-up. That descent rate was way too aggressive for passenger comfort or safety.
That is
Coming
so.
up on 10,000.
That is so correct.
Would you like me to add a...
Yes, add a note, Shirley.
Note added to maintenance log. Good call getting that documented. That kind of uncommanded descent behavior needs attention.
Okay, and I am way too fast. This is on me. So I've got the throttle pulled back to idle, trying to get down to no faster than 250. I'm going to deploy speed brakes to slow down even faster. All right, releasing speed brakes. And I'm back legal. Okay. I'm still at idle detent. We descending at 2,100 feet per minute, which is fine. And we're looking for just under 6,000 feet in 1.5 miles. Coming out of our turn now, and our airport's in sight, and we should start to line up. Oh, I think we're going to do a downwind. Let's see. I think we're going to do a downwind. No? No downwind. Straight in. Here's the airport. There it is. Okay, so I think I can arm the approach. Approach is armed. Check speed. Speed look good. Go to flaps 15. Should have had the Copilot do that. Shirley, I should have had you put in the flaps 15, but I've already done it.
No problem. You caught it. I can help with any other configuration changes you need. We're established on the approach, about 13 miles out from KRDU. Want me to handle any radio calls?
Yeah, that's a good catch there. Yeah, let them know. I guess you can talk to approach, who should be handing you off to a tower in a second. Let's see, the tower frequency is 127.45. I don't know what approach frequencies, what the approach frequency is. I can look that up for you. Approach frequency, surely the approach frequency is 130.17.
Let me set that up. Would you like me to swap it to active and make the call?
At this point, let's go ahead. Let's go straight to tower 127.45. And
Setting tower.
yeah, let's see. Getting a little slow here.
Tower frequency 127.45. Set standby. Want me to swap it active and make the initial call? Also noting you're managing that speed correction.
Yeah, go ahead and make the call. We need landing clearance.
Making the swap and call. Raleigh Tower, citation N123SY on final approach runway 23 left.
And what is the winds? Gee whiz, I got a big crazy crab angle.
Let me check the current winds. Winds 280 at 3 knots. Light crosswind from the left.
Huh.
That explains the crab angle you're seeing.
Well, at 3 knots, I guess the crab, let's see, make sure my feet ain't on the rudder, because I shouldn't have that big of a crowd. The crab at 3 knots. Let's see, maybe, I think I'm coming. Gear down. Shirley, gear down.
Coming down a bit fast. Might want to add a touch of...
Yeah, I think I landed on the wrong runway too. The airplane may have been trying to get me to correct for the other runway.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
A little bit hard on that landing, but I didn't break anything. All right. Shirley advised that we are clear of the runway at Bravo 5.
Raleigh Tower, Citation N123SY, clear of runway 23 left at Bravo 5.
Okay, and they want us to go to ground on 121.9. Shirley.
Setting ground.
And go ahead and make the call. We want to taxi to the FBO. Pilot discretion.
Making the frequency swap and call. Raleigh ground. Citation N123SY, clear of 23 left at Bravo 5, requesting taxi to Landmark Aviation.
Taxi at pilot's discretion, Shirley.
Citation L723SY, roger. Taxi to Landmark at pilot's discretion.
I guess they know that this is our home airport. All right. So Shirley, I think we did pretty good on this flight from Charlotte. Could have been better, but we fly a lot of different aircraft, so we're more like ferry pilots with all the aircraft we fly, don't you think, Shirley?
Absolutely. Like ferry pilots, we adapt to different aircraft each time. Today's flight had its moments, especially that wild VNAV descent.
I know.
We handled it well.
I know. Oh, that was howling. Okay, this should be Juliet. Yup. And it is night, beautiful night, chilly. What'd you say the outside temperature is, Shirley?
According to the latest meter, it's quite chilly. About 4 degrees Celsius, 39 degrees Celsius outside. Beautiful night for flying, though. Clear skies with those few clouds at 6,000 feet.
Let's see, we want. Is the right one? Not really paying attention. Yes, this is the right one. Yeah, beautiful.
Yes, beautiful night for flying. Need any help getting to the landmark ramp?
I've got the ramp in sight, and I am crossing to the non-movement area as we speak. Okay, so let's see if I see a marshaller. Let me slow down and see if I see him pop up somewhere. I don't see him. Is that him over there? Nope, that's not him. All right, so we are parked, pilot's discretion. Okay, so we'll park right here. Actually, we'll go up to this one. Okay, let's shut this guy down, Shirley. Park brake. Can you set the brake?
Setting the parking brake. Parking brake set. Nice flight today. Just
Try it
flying
again.
at
Try
the
setting the
ends of
parking
rock.
brake. Try setting the parking brake again. I don't see it set.
Let me try setting that parking brake again. I've set the command again. Let me know if you still don't see it set.
Okay, it never set, so I'm gonna set it manually. Okay, parking brake is set. Taxi lights can go off. Strobes, if they're on, can go off. I don't think I ever turned them on. Nope. Okay, so I can turn the beacon off though. The recognition lights can go off. And can you let's see, let's kill the engines. Okay, engines are powering down. And since we don't have any passengers, we don't need APU. We just stay on the battery for a second. Heaters can go off. All right. And seatbelt sign is off. Okay, good stuff. Reset the master warning, master caution. Avionics go off. Ignitions can go off. Standby can go off. Emergency lights can go off. Passenger oxygen can go off, even though we didn't have passengers. Okay, and the only thing that we have on is our batteries. And APU power generator is off. I'm sorry, APU master is off. Yeah. And before I turn the battery out, Shirley, I'll let you hop out. It's been a pleasure flying with you. Hope we fly again together soon.
Thanks for a great flight. That B-nav descent might have been sporty, but your quick reactions kept us safe. Hope to share the flight deck with you again soon. And remember, don't call me serious. Hopping out.
Chuckles. All right, so that does it for Shirley. That does it for me and this flight. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. So until next time.
Y'all come back now. Cheers.